here. But now let's fast forward to match 2. We'll take a deeper look here at our contestants. It is $20 Chef making his Triple S debut, and Vibbs taking on the familiar duo of Rhea and Trent. A deeper look at our quartet today, Jeff.
Yeah, Rhea and Trent, they've been in here before. Again, like I said, they've played well. They've just been stuck in positions where no matter what block they pulled, the tower was coming down. So they're confident in their abilities. They think they're going to win today. Chef's been playing Jenga, it sounds like, his entire life since he could walk. And we saw Vibbs is a pretty darn good player the other day, too, with Robbie, though he changes it up, goes with someone maybe a little more familiar with him, though, as his teammate. So a pretty good one here. 2 teams where they know each other very well. Chemistry should be high.
All right, it is time for match 2. And, Jeff, a friendly reminder for our contestants, the order. Chef, Rhea, Vibbs, Trent. Chef, Rhea, Vibbs, Trent. This is questions 3 and 4 on your Play Barstool app. Go download it in the App Store. Our next contest, the selections are already available for next Thursday. Thursday, remember, because of the holiday week. But right now, Jeff, we're down to 47 players still alive after one match. We could easily see a rollover to next week's broadcast, but now we will begin match 2. $20 Chef the Rookie, starting things off.
I just still can't believe so few people picked the towers. I know 40 is the rarity. You don't see it all the time, but to only pick, only 1% picking 41 or more is just stunning.
It's a 2-hand touch.
Oh, 2 hands! And the rookie with the ultimate wake-up call inside the Triple S on block 1, Jeff.
We don't miss.
If you're going to do it now.
Okay. Yeah, exactly.
If you're going to have the infraction and learn your lesson, do it now. On the flip side, though, that's a long game. Like Rhea and Trent, they'll obviously have a little bit of a wiggle room throughout the game. You now have no wiggle room. But Vibbs will be able to pull a fairly easy block with the violation. So that's, I guess, the silver lining.
Whenever you're
So
ready.
that was $20 Chef's fantastic welcome to this building. And now Rhea, who is 0-2, looking for a redemption herself. In her last meeting in this room, she actually pulled the losing block with Kate. But, Jeff, it's important to note, that was against Caleb and Roan. And Rhea mentioned there was so much distraction outside the tape square. Once she realized she can go through that, she can go through anything.
Yeah, I don't even know if I have anything to say about that match at this point anymore.
You're good, Vibbs.
It was lunacy, that match.
So
It was a disgrace to the sport, Jeff. You're doing it a little bit too much justice. It was a disgusting act.
Hey, what's my penalty?
Go ahead.
You got spider.
The first block you touch is the one you must remove.
Okay.
Yeah, first block
Well,
and touches.
damn,
Which,
okay.
again, if that's going to happen,
This is the best time for it to happen.
may as well be now. But yeah, that match, Rhea went through the ringer on that one, as did Kate. Trent, maybe not as much. Trent was not here that day, but he's definitely heard about it. It can only be easier than that for the rest of their time here.
Rhea and Trent were actually a duo in our Stool Streams debut when it was myself and Dave Portnoy here in the
He did not.
They actually lost. Trent pulled the losing block, 29 blocks in, so a lot of beef with the blocks in this
60
one.
seconds to
Vibbs,
pick.
Rhea,
60
and
seconds.
Trent have all been on the side of a losing block before, Jeff.
They have.
He
and
touched that block. That is the block.
It's a tough feeling, and now Vibbs did commit to this block, but you'd have to assume this would be an easy
I don't know how this spot. He's got 6 different blocks moving at
Yeah,
once.
I know.
As he's
Did
touching
we
one
speak
of them.
too soon, PFT? This tower looks like it's not in great shape.
I don't think it's well constructed at all, Jeff. This tower is being manipulated by just. I don't even know which block he's touching right now.
Oh my
They're all moving.
Holy cow! 2 blocks in. Could we see the shortest match
there's a
ever
block that's
right
shaking
after
down
the
there.
longest?
What the heck?
It'd be a real shame.
It is just not coming
should've
out
put
at
that
all.
one
We
there.
said this would be simple. This would be easy. But the infraction is hurting them.
This is unbelievable.
my
This thing is just
goodness.
crumbling
Remember,
before
if
a
one
very-
block falls on the ground,
It's gotta
that's
be
not
that
the
block.
block you're touching.
You can't
It's a
be-
Jenga. It doesn't have to be a complete tower to fall. It's one
Can't
block
touch the other
aside
blocks.
from
You
the
just
Am
gotta-
I supposed to whisper while I'm going?
No.
Uh-oh,
Told them.
We've
they
already
know them.
rattled 2 blocks in.
Vibbs is feeling it.
Whoa.
Jeff, you played table tennis for the first time. You realize the golden
You
rule.
can't
Don't
touch those
listen
other
to the
blocks. You
announcer.
can't touch that
Vibbs
block.
is having issues
You
as
only touch this
Spider,
block.
making sure he follows the rules.
If that block falls, this is over. I think he...
Vibbs got it out.
Let's go, Vibbs.
But we have a
that's a
twisted
nightmare.
top
That's a
third of the
nightmare.
tower already.
You have to proceed. The tower's a tower. You got to play. Let's
That's
go.
a nightmare.
This tower is a disaster area down here.
There's something about the first game always going
What's the
long.
extent of fixing
What if
that?
And then the next 2, they
Adjust
seem
anything?
to pick up to a different
Don't touch anything.
pace.
Before you know
And that's what we get already.
let it roll.
3
Just
blocks
let it
in.
roll and be
Look
good.
at this
Blocks
tower.
in.
Can I fix it
They
or
keep-
no?
They can, of course, fix blocks, but you run the risk of knocking the tower over. Just like fixing a retower, you can twist it in any way you want, but if you knock it over, you knock it over.
So PFT looking for an exact height of this tower. Remember, we're only 3 blocks in. Trent's making his first turn right now, and the strategy is already at a high portion.
Because I can,
If you survive this penalty, you're good.
Now that one's moving like crazy.
This is
stunning,
Jake.
I might just leave it.
Leave it.
This thing is
That was a smart move.
UGLY.
Trent going to avoid whatever you want to call the top third of that tower. Aims for a Tittleman's Crest 2/3 of the way down and has no issues. So let's see if we start to get some more settling in from each of our players. And here's $20 Chef, who, remember, is a rookie and committed a violation on his first ever turn.
You had that infraction very early. Almost cost his team the victory in the first 4 moves.
Guys, I don't think this one's going for an hour.
You say that now, PFT. You just never know in Stool streams.
And we have the numbers in from the Play Barstool app. The rookie, $20 Chef, was the most popular pick to pull the losing block, 42%. Vibbs, his partner, was the least popular at 17%.
Again, Vibbs was very strong with Robbie. He was put in a tough spot, though.
The penultimate row for Rhea. She takes out another Tittleman's Crest to create another full slate. And we are 6 blocks in.
Rhea with some quiet confidence down here. I don't think she ever had a doubt which one she was going to take.
Right, well, PFT, back to that match last week.
Look what you did up
she
there.
said,
that's
win or lose, going through that, she can play anyone the rest of the way.
I don't know who that's going to end up hurting the most, but
Tittleman's Crest. It's like this.
Rhea told you she was pumped that it wouldn't be as weird of a match as last time, but look what I don't know what
Agent of Chaos.
Spider-Man over here. Everything it's just sticky.
He's an agent of chaos.
You know, it serves him right for all those behind the bar, lowering the bar challenges that he makes us do.
It's making it harder for us.
Finishes another Tittleman's Crest as Trent tries to chisel down low.
Numbers on 0. What are the numbers on 0 to 30 for this one?
Just 13%.
Easy, it's coming out.
But remember, Jeff, entering this match, only 47 players stayed alive after that marathon of a match 1.
Where do I go here?
Just can't believe how twisted this tower got off the start.
I'm still thinking about Glenny Balls touching the block.
That's immediate Stool Streams Hall of Fame moment. I don't think we have a Hall of Fame yet, but that will be the first inducted moment.
While we're on the topic of short matches, this one could have ended really early. Still can, but when Rhea and Trent were together on our debut back on August 12th, their 29-block match was the second shortest in Stool Streams history. So when this duo is paired together, usually things won't go that long.
They are methodical players. Trent's a confident player,
It's unfortunate because we lost, you know.
Right. Meanwhile, like, we played.
I think we played well. I think so, too.
Trent saying he couldn't believe it when they lost.
Right.
I couldn't.
I will say, like, NFL players don't have to listen to the announcers roast them while they're trying to catch pass, you know?
True.
Jeff, you ain't in the NFL, dog. Sorry, that probably should have came from the booth.
Spider doing a great job as
the
always.
NFL
Not as hard of a day for Spider as last week.
Right.
Last week was brutal.
Spider did editorialize with the dog. That was his,
He did add the dog. That is true. We did gloss over. I will say though, we did gloss over something. Be nice to the ref because last game Nate was not, and there was one point in the match there was chaos and you couldn't hear it. But Spider did a bit of a chirp. He kind of roasted Nate a little bit mid-turn. It was some payback for an earlier comment.
All right, Jeff, as we begin to settle in the second match, your keys to the match presented by High Noon Hard Seltzer.
Yeah, like we said about Vibbs, $20 Chef has very oddly specific Jenga background facts. So whatever those are, use them to their advantage. And again, Rhea and Trent, there's going to be no shenanigans this time. Though I guess whatever happened could be counted as a shenanigan, the third pole of the match. But none of that this time compared to what they deal with Roan and Caleb, at least what Rhea and Kate did. And then backup Trent's guaranteed. Trent basically guaranteed a victory here today.
He did indeed. And
did
we're going to
that.
send
I
it
got
down the
carried away on my
stream
phone
to the
call.
third
I
member,
got carried away on the phone
member of
call.
our crew.
Oh,
PFT
sorry.
commenter, PFT, you have a new toy / gadget that came
was
into
yelling
the
in my
office,
room
don't
about
you?
it.
That's right, yeah. We got a bigger thermometer this week. So let's take a quick temperature check down here on the Stool Streams floor. It is 70 degrees, perfect Jenga weather. This is the type of weather that you'll have to plan. Slight breeze, but feeling good. No viscosity on the blocks, no humidity, no precipitation. This is what I call Jenga weather.
Seems to be moving up and down degrees every that's the weirdest thermometer I've ever seen.
Now, Jeff, while we're on the topic, when you walked into Triple S today, you felt like it was noticeably warmer.
It actually is. And like I know we make that every time. It's not. It's honestly not a complaint. It's just this room is super cold. But today, I don't think it is so much. It feels a little warm. Maybe as the season turns, this room, what if it just became like a sauna during the winter? It just became a very hot room.
It could indeed. But, Jeff, how do you think the humidity, now that it's a little bit warmer, how do the blocks react? How does the wood react with the humidity? PFT, do you have a touch on those blocks? What do they feel like right now with
Does
the
wood
warmth?
expand in the humidity, PFT?
Wood expands in moist environments, from what I know about it. I don't know if it's expanded so far yet. I haven't got a chance to finger the blocks or manipulate the blocks today. But I expect that they're pretty good. I think that these are pretty dry blocks with some nice traction on them. So no slipping, no sliding, just some smooth play.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Commenter. We're 14 blocks in. Remember, $20 Chef the rookie committed the violation on block number 1, the earliest violation in Stool Stream's history. Can't go earlier than that. But he and his teammate Vibbs have started to lock in here as we are halfway through that first window on question 4 on the Play Barstool app. Go ahead and download it. Make your picks for next Thursday's broadcast. 12%, pick the 0 to 30 range. And a move here by Jeff Vibbert
Take that one
would
block
make
in
it
the middle
15
and just
blocks.
go.
He may be retwisting the tower back to its normal position.
60 seconds to pick a block now.
I think what we're seeing here is Vibbs is settling in. He's figured out a method that works for him. It's effective in the short term, but again, I think the biggest thing that we'll keep our eye on is the state of the tower. It is a bad tower through and through, make no mistake about it. I don't care how good you are. Oh, almost a double-hander from Vibbs. He recovers.
That would have been it. That would have been the end of the match. Well, at least the option for the end of the match.
Remember, if it is 2 violations, the opposing team gets an option to take the win. And the lone instance as Trent nods his head as a no-brainer nod.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Do not violate this twice against Trent because he will be walking out of here with that W very quickly, no hesitation.
Good work. Good work.
Right. Friendly reminder, Jeff, you can switch hands.
Right.
Glenny Balls didn't give
Which
himself
is-
the option with the tape, but you can switch hands as long as it's not 2 at the
Which
same
is
time.
what made Glenny's thing so crazy. But again, Glenny did touch it with 2 hands still. So
Yeah, I think.
You think that?
Yep, you got that one.
Chiseling out a potential Tittleman's Crest 1/3 the way down. And this 5'11" man from Iowa takes one out
Nice.
with ease as Trent completes another turn. Jeff, we hinted
block,
at Trent nodding as in a no-brainer if the opposing team makes a disqualification. Look at that on the right side of your screen. No-brainer for them if they complete another violation.
the very Midwest blue-collar guy, doesn't really matter how he gets the W or the paycheck, he's going to take it. So again, don't violate twice against
Right.
Trent because there will be no mercy. The game will be over.
And that's another another warning for our rookie and $20 Chef, the 41-year-old. One more violation. We'll end this thing.
Great teamwork down here between Trent and Rhea. The communication is great. I really do think that some of the things that they've faced in the past have really brought them to this point where they know how to execute on the Jenga floor. They know how to work as a team. At this level, everybody's really talented. It's more about the chemistry.
No doubt about it. And Jeff Vibbert did tip his cap to this duo of Rhea and Trent. He flat out said, Jeff D'Lo, that it makes him nervous with these two together. Remember,
60 to pick
they
a
have a lot
block
of
now.
bonding outside of this room. They're both big fans of The Bachelor.
Yeah, they're friends, and that's been a big thing in here. Friends have typically played well together.
50 seconds.
I may need to remind you, but I think most people who win are typically friends and not just random selections.
Usually, because we just saw Glenny and Big Ev pick up the W. Rhea has some momentum on that far side block, and she says to her partner Trent, will you accept this block?
Oh no. Oh no.
That was good, Jake.
Thanks. Delayed reaction. I tried to land it. But
I'm really nervous about it going up there. 'cause
Let
it's
you
gonna
mic
make the
drop
weight
that
go
one on
that
your
way.
own.
Jeff D'Lo, not a fan of it.
No, it's a mic drop moment.
Yeah.
You know what?
Anything I would have said would
It's
have
gonna
just
fall.
sullied it.
Wait,
Fuck
just
me.
no. It's okay. It's okay. Just try to push it. Yeah.
Oh.
Is it
It's
gonna?
gonna fall,
if
yeah.
you let go of it, you think so?
Yep.
You think?
Rhea doesn't believe in it.
I don't see.
Where could it fall? Oh my! Oh my goodness! The shortest match in Stool Stream's history! 17 blocks!
I can't
Double the match, double the history. We saw the longest match ever, and now the shortest match ever. 17 blocks, and Rhea ends this one out of nowhere.
Yeah, and that's just, again, it's very tough to see because Rhea's been a part of 3 losing situations where she's been on kind of the wrong side of other people making mistakes or doing heinous acts that have hurt her, and now she's down there, Jake, and we're going to have to hear she seems pretty irritated.
Rhea can't believe it. She is alongside Mr. Commenter.
Rhea, a short Stool Streams match for you today. I know things have got to be going through your mind right now. What were you feeling on that last block? Was it unsure from the second you put it down, just the entire tower off kilter?
It was going to go down no matter what I did. I also said that if I lost this match against $20 Chef and Vibbs, I would quit. So I'll let everyone know what my position is here in the future.
Wow, so it sounds like Rhea's retired. Fortunately, you've got a great teammate that'll help you pack your bags. And
Oh
we'll
no,
knock the door down.
not quit Jenga, just quit in general. Like I would just walk out of this company. So we'll see. I'm heated about it.
All right, well, we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully you don't quit over a Jenga snafu. But, good match. You gave it your all. It seemed like that tower was destined to fail. So
it was Vibbs'
it's
fault.
not you. It's the tower.
I think
it happens to a lot of guys.
I think I hate Vibbs forever now. But yes, it was a good game.
All right, back to you in the booth, Jake and Jeff.
Thank you so much, Mr. Commenter. And Jeff D'Lo, we just got word. Not only was that the shortest match ever, the entirety of our field in the Play Barstool app has been eliminated. We have an automatic rollover. This third match, we're still going to give it to you. It'll still be great entertainment and excitement on whatever platform you're watching it on. But nobody is winning today.
Someone will win.
Someone will win the $50
Barstool gift card.
Yes.
If you're 0 for still, if you're 0 for bad at math, 4.
Yes.
If you're 0 for 4, you're still alive. That was tough to watch again. A week after she had to deal with Caleb and Roan in what PFT called a disgusting match, where she lost despite the fact the other team had warnings and violations. Jeff Vibber had one of the crazier turns ever after $20 Chef had a violation on the first turn, and it doesn't hurt them. They walk away winners. That's just tough to see.
Jeff D'Lo, only 17 blocks, but there was still a lot that happened in this match. Let's start off from the top. We mentioned another rookie making his debut here inside the Triple S in $20 Chef, and it was a very rude awakening for the man from Los Angeles as he pulled a rules violation on the first ever block. But Jeff Vibbs and Rhea, it was just a weird match.
Yeah, and
overall.
you can see the tower looked bad off the top. A 2-foot tower, typically the standard height of the tower. And Vibbs, look at this pole here. He thought he was going to knock it over on his first turn, and it stayed up, but it just hurt the rest of the players. And again, as we've seen, we've mentioned it with Rhea and Trent, Rhea and Kate, sometimes no matter how well you play, it just comes down to the type of tower you're faced with when your turn is there. Sometimes there's nothing you can do, and Rhea said there's nothing she could do there. It was going to fall down no matter how we were retowered. Again, we'll go back to Chef. He mentioned to you that he started out as a youngster with the OG Jenga set. He said he would play a lot of in ski lodges after hanging up the skis. I didn't know that was a ski thing, but a veteran made a fairly rookie mistake there, but it kind of worked to their advantage, which is brutal for Rhea and Trent, who get hurt by quite the bad pull from Jeff Vibbert off the top. I really thought that Vibbs was going to pull it. Now, look, I wasn't rooting for a short match, but just like it would have been funny if Glennie would have knocked it over on the first turn. Anyone knocking over in the first 4 turns will be very funny when that inevitably does happen.
No doubt about it, Jeff. Let's get one more look at the shortest Jenga in Stool Streams history. Rhea pulling it at block 17.
There's the realization.
Yeah, and Rhea and Trent, they knew right away. To their credit, if you will, if you want to find small victories, moral victories, they knew they were going to lose.
Trent was doing his best to kind of put the morale up there, and Rhea did a good job at keeping the thing sturdy, and you can't even tell from here that it's going to fall, but she could feel the weight shifting in the wrong direction. Last week, she again was put in that situation against Caleb and Roan where she knew no matter what pull she made, that tower was tumbling over, and it happened. Again, there comes Vibbs walking on screen knowing he's about to win. Just dejection. It's tough to watch for 2 veteran players like that. As we do get ready, we'll have the next match here in a moment. And remember, if you are 0 for 4, you still have a chance to win a $50 Barstool gift card.
Not a matter of if. You all are 0 for 4.
Yeah,
or some people,
I guess.
Yeah.
Some may have 1 or 2 still hanging there.
Right.
But this will roll over to, but remind me, next Thursday
yes.
in Jenga, which we do have some pretty crazy matchups next week as well. The next